At the office gate, an arrogant female employee notices an elderly security guard talking on the phone. She pauses and watches. Another female employee nearby asks, "What happened?" The arrogant one replies sarcastically, "Look at that old guard, always stuck on the phone. I'll only enter when he opens the gate." The poor guard quickly ends his call and opens the gate. The arrogant girl walks in, holding her head high. Later, during lunch break, the arrogant girl asks the same colleague, "Neha, why aren't you eating lunch?" Neha replies, "Actually, I didn't bring lunch today. I've ordered some food. It should arrive any moment." Just then, the delivery guy arrives. As Neha gets up to collect the food, the arrogant girl stops her and says, "Where are you going? What's the point of having that old guard if not for such work?" She then yells out, "Hey, guard uncle, come here." The poor guard had just sat down to eat. He replies politely, "Ma'am, I just sat down for lunch," but the arrogant girl interrupts. "You can eat later. Come quickly. There's work." The guard sets his food aside and comes over. "Yes, ma'am. What do you need?" She says, "Go outside and collect the food from the delivery guy." Obediently, the guard fetches the food and gives it to Neha. A while later, the arrogant girl asks Neha, "Want some tea?" Neha replies, "Yes, I'd love some if it's available." The arrogant girl again turns to the guard. "Make 2 cups of hot tea for us, quick." The guard says, "Ma'am, I'll ask Mohit to make it. Meanwhile, I'll finish my lunch." But she snaps, "I told you to make it, so you will." The old man humbly replies, "Ma'am, making tea isn't part of my duties. I'm assigned to gate duty." Suddenly, the arrogant girl gets up in anger and slaps the guard across the face, yelling, "Old man, just do what I tell you and shut up." The shocked and humiliated guard quietly walks away. A little later, he goes to the boss's cabin and says, "Sir, I'd like to submit my resignation. I don't want to work here anymore." The boss is surprised. "Uncle, you're one of my oldest employees. You've never had a complaint against you. Why are you resigning?" The guard replies, "Sir, I may be an old employee, but what's the point of earning money where there's no respect?" The boss says, "Tell me clearly, what happened?" The guard explains everything, including how the employee named Chetna slapped him. The boss sends the guard away and immediately calls Chetna to his cabin. When she arrives, the boss hands her his car keys and says, "Go clean my car." Chetna is shocked. "Sir, I'm a senior developer here. Cleaning your car isn't my job." The boss replies calmly, "What harm in doing it just for today? Go clean it." Chetna protests, "Sir, everyone should stick to their own job. Car cleaning isn't part of mine, so I won't do it." Then the boss says seriously, "Exactly. And what you did with the guard? That wasn't his job either. Yet you forced him and even raised your hand on him. You clearly have no respect for elders." Chetna lowers her head in shame and says, "I'm sorry, sir. I realize I was wrong." The boss continues, "Chetna, since this is your first complaint, I'm letting you off with a warning. But if it happens again, I'll fire you immediately. And remember, every employee in this company is like a family member. Don't ever think of anyone as beneath you." Chetna nods, regretful and silent.